Hello, this is Denton Yoder, instructor for BSE-2304, the Biological Systems Engineering CAD class. Today I'm going to do a quick update on the new insert command. My previous video with the for blocks and insert shows an old dialog box that no longer exists. My previous workaround was to do a -I for getting the command line version of insert, which works really good too, but better yet, let's use the new one. If you type in I for insert, what we get now is a dialog box, and there's a lot of control in the dialog box. Like, you can tell it to use icons for the symbols, or you can tell it to use just give me a list. You can also tell it you want to specify the insertion point or go to a particular coordinate. By default, it's set to the scale option, which I like to change it to uniform scale. That way the block is scaled uniformly. If you know the scale you're working at, you can preset that, or you can choose to set it on the insert command. Same goes with rotation. You can preset it, or you can specify while you insert. The new item that's really nice is to have a repeat placement option. Really cool, works great. Okay, let's do a quick example. Let's say I have a property boundary and it's got some lines that are making a property boundary, and I use iron pipe. Actually, I'm going to hit escape and cancel out of that because I really don't need to rotate it. It's round. But I do want a repeat placement. Now I'm going to hit iron pipe. Click to put it at the end of the line. Perfect. So I like an iron pipe. Another one I like is ball valve. Now, the way I usually use a ball valve is I draw a line. You hit ortho so I can go straight. I'll grab a ball valve, insert it on the end of the line, draw a line off the midpoint of my ball valve, and keep working. If I want to rotate it, I could turn on the rotate option, ball valve, and, whoops, I missed it. Insert ball valve, grab the end of my line, and with ortho on, it's easy to get my 90-degree rotation. Now, I'm going to do a new thing in this tool. Well, let me show you a couple other things first. Current drawing says, what are the blocks that have already been used inside this drawing, and gives you those as a quick option. Another is other drawing. The trick with other drawing is hit the ... ellipsis at the top, and it'll give you a file dialog box where you can go grab whatever it is you were looking at. I don't even know what air is. Something I made. Here's an arrowhead. It's a cute arrowhead. Oh, bub, clevis, whatever you want to grab. When I OK that, it puts the clevis in my insert dialog box so that I can click it and pick where it goes. Clevis is quite big though. Okay, now the new thing I wanted to show you. A lot of times people have trouble editing blocks. Now the question comes up, why would you want to edit them? Well, in this iron pipe example, typically people don't like seeing the line under the iron pipe. But you really don't want to trim a property line boundary because that would make it shorter. And that is not something you would ever do. So what we could do is use a wipeout in the iron pin block so that when we use it, it'll block out the visibility of the line. With that same thought, I'm really breaking my pipe to put a valve on it. And that may not be a smart option. Maybe I want to show the entire pipe length accurately and not have a symbol breaking the length of the line. So I'm gonna try putting a wipeout on that as well. Now, the thing to remember is that blocks are drawings. At least the way I teach blocks, you should always W block them, which writes them out to a file. Having said that, if I open up and go to where I have my blocks, I can find my ball valve and open the drawing. And yes, I'm on a student version, or maybe it wasn't. Okay, but anyway, what I'm going to do is draw a polyline that goes from the corner to the intersection to the corner and close. And I might as well just mirror that across the ball valve. Erase the source? No. I should now have two of them. Okay, so if I do the command wipeout and I type P for polyline, I can grab the polyline and do you want to erase the polyline? Yes. And I can do it again, wipe out polyline, grab the polyline. Yes. Now I can grab each of those wipeouts and right click to context sensitive menu and draw order, send them to the back. Okay. One other change I may want to make to this in the future when I use this, and really this is a question I need to ask, is it okay if I destroy the old block? Because if I change the insertion point, all the old ones will move. If you're okay with that, we could make this change. If not, we want to give it a different, save as and give it a different name. I'm okay with destroying the old one, so what I'm going to do is change a setting. It's called INS base. INS base is the base point you selected when you created the block. And I'm just changing it to the very center of this symbol. I'm going to save this drawing, and I'm going to close this drawing. Now, if I do the insert command, which is what I'm looking at here, and grab a ball valve, it's saying, hey, you've changed this ball valve. Are you wanting to redefine it? And I'll say yes. And what I have now is a valve that when I put it on an object, it hides whatever's under it. Likewise with the iron pipe. If I just do iron pipe here, I'm getting the old one, but if I tell it that I really want to go out and get the, oh, I didn't modify iron pipe yet. Duh. Open. Iron. Ooh, there's two iron pipes. They're the same thing. I better list this and find out whether it's which one it is. When I list this iron pipe, it'll come up with the name iron pipe, one word. So if I open iron pipe, I can make a wipeout. Now, before I do that, I'll tell you that a circle cannot be turned into a wipeout. So I'm going to do a polygon, and I'm going to give it 20 sides. And I'm going to put the center in the center of this and make it inscribed about the circle itself, and I'm going to take it and turn it into a wipeout. Wipeout, polyline, select, yes to erase it, and I'm going to also grab it, draw order, and send it to the back. Okay, save this drawing, close it. Now, when I insert an iron pipe, it says, do you want to because this menu is pulling the file, and it's saying the file is changed. Do you want to redefine it? I'll redefine it, and all of my iron pipes updated. I actually need to insert it, I guess. Iron pipe, redefine, click where it goes, done. Erase that, and they're all updated. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.